Mangler, member of the Magic Circle. Prepare to be astounded, delighted, and amazed. And please welcome to the stage, the Mind Mangler.
Medal-winning master of the mind. None of you were able to unlock the safe before the show. Please do try again at the end. It's from my hotel room and all my valuables. I got to where I am today by learning how to control others, by learning how to manipulate the human mind. You hear, I want you to think of a color. What colour are you thinking of? Shut up. What colour were you thinking of? Green. Orange. Try something else. You hear? I want you to think of an animal. Frog. Frog. Do not let me influence you. Say frog. What animal are you thinking of? An elephant? Not frog. You're like putty in my hands. Try something else. You here? I'd like you to stand up for me, please. Thank you very much. Yes. Now, I want you to clear your mind. That was very quick. Okay, all right. All right, now I want you to clear your mind and think of an object, all right? Just watch me and think of any object. Just watch my hands and face and think of any object. Just watch me and think of any object. Take your time, relax, and watch. Think of any object. Watch. You thought of an object? Excellent, wonderful. Have a seat, and we'll come back to you later in the show. I suffered from severe night terrors from the age of 4 to the age of, well, I still get them. As I've gotten older, I wanted to know, did these dreams have a deeper meaning, or am I just, as my sleep therapist said, a weird guy who often pays late? I told my sleep therapist I believed these dreams were not just dreams. They were in fact premonitions of things to come. She said I was beyond help and terminated my therapy. Ironically, I hadn't seen that coming. But from then on, I wanted to be sure I would always remember my premonitions. So I began taking pen and paper to bed with me, and I soon became a proficient sleep writer. Now my premonitions are the finale of my act. This morning, I took my sleep-written premonition, and without reading it, I rolled it up and sealed it inside an airtight jar to prevent spoilage. I locked that jar into this wooden chest, which will remain, much like me at the Magic Circle, suspended until further notice. At the end of the show, I will unlock the chest and reveal my premonition. I can only do that with the key to the chest, and unfortunately the key to the chest is locked in the safe. And I can't open the safe without the code, and I did make a note of the code, but I didn't want to lose it, so I locked it into the chest. I can't open the chest without the key, and the key is locked in the safe, and I can't open the safe without the code, and that's locked in the chest. There is a spare key to the chest in my car, but the key to my car is locked in the safe. There is a spare key to my car in my house, but my ex-wife changed the locks. So now, I need to be sure, obviously, that no one interferes with this prediction throughout the show. So I'd like, yes, you please. Can you please keep, what's your name? Rory. Rory, I knew it. All right, fine, Rory. I want you to keep an eye on that box throughout the show, all right? Make sure nothing happens to it, make sure no one touches it. Don't get distracted and start enjoying the show. Just watch the box for the next 60 minutes. Your ticket money will not be refunded. My senses are different to yours. And though I have but 5, you shall learn that mine are rather more developed than your own. I have a sense of taste, but it is a strange taste, for I can taste people's first name. John. check shirt, please, nice and clear for everyone to hear. What is your name? Michael. Are there any Johns in? No Johns in. Michael, are there any Johns in your immediate family? No. Are there any Johns in your extended family? Not even close. Have you got any friends called John?
Used to have.
You used to have? What happened?
I never liked him.
You never liked him? Have you got any enemies called John? I knew it! This is not my only skill. I also have a sense of smell, but it is a strange smell, for I can smell what your job is. When you arrived here at the venue this evening, you queued up outside. I was secreted in that queue. I smelt every one of you, and from that, I was able to determine what your professions are. As I predicted them, I wrote them down, and the time has come now for me to reveal them. You here, please, in the blue jumper. What is your job?
Project manager.
Project manager. What projects do you manage?
Wind farms.
Say again?
Wind farms.
Wind farms? Okay, all right, that's impressive. All right, okay. You manage a wind farm?
Yeah.
How does one do that? You just blow really hard. What's your role in the wind farm?
Making sure they get consented. So like.
Making sure they get consent? What some of them aren't allowed? Just rotating without consent. That's a genuine problem. Wind, like big turbines just popping up, being like, ha 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 ha. Well, I was impressed before, but now it's just stupid. You get consent. So you're a project manager. Right, okay, I see why you said that now, alright. The truth is too stupid. That's why I wrote down when I smelt you on the way in that you work indoors. Good, let's try someone else. Who else have we got here? Yes, you in the white t-shirt. What's your job? With the beard, yes.
I work in computer hardware.
You work in computer hardware, not software, hardware. What, like
building
mice and things?
Sure, why not?
Sure, no, don't pity me. What do you like?
I build computers and servers.
You
and that.
build computers and what, from scratch?
With the components, yeah.
With the components?
Yes.
Yes. Insane without components. Do you have consent to do that?
Always get it first.
You take bits of computers and you make them into full computers. And what do those computers do?
Mainly there for the NHS.
They're mainly for the NHS.
Yeah.
So you take components and make them into computers which make people well.
Yes.
That's kind of right.
Yes.
That's why I wrote down when I smelt you on the way in that you have a vague. The time has come, please. The time has come for me to reveal my sense of hearing, for it is a strange hearing. I can hear the thoughts of playing cards. Yes, I can. I hear them in my mind. I need a member of the audience to come up and join me on stage. Who'd like to come up? Far too keen. Anyone else? Anyone? Anyone? Thank you very much. Give them a big hand. Now, can you please confirm we have never met before?
No, we do not live together.
Right. What a strange thing to say. All right. Have you ever been on a stage before?
Only at rehearsal.
I see. What's your name?
Steve.
Steve. Right. Okay.
No, Brian, isn't it? We said Brian.
Thank you, Brian.
I build wind turbines without consent. It's like catch me if you can, isn't it?
card.
3 of clubs.
No. Think of a card. Don't say it out loud.
3 of clubs.
Think of a card in your mind. Not that one, right? Think of a card in your head, not 3 of clubs. That won't work.
Why?
Because you've told me what it is. Think of a different card.
4 of clubs.
No. Do not say it out loud, right? Do not say it out loud. Think of a card.
In my brain.
If you have one. Not the 3 of clubs, not the 4 of clubs, and don't say it. Right?
Right.
Right. No, not the 5 of clubs.
It was the 5 of clubs. It's like having Debbie McGee back. Oh, she's proper good. She's
not good.
Oh, she's better than you are.
Well, you think this is easy, do you?
Yeah, do watch this. Oi, you there? What's your job? Sha-na-na-na-na. Theatre usher. Right. Stop. You're losing your cool.
I'm not losing my cool.
You are.
Just, never mind. Well, you all think this is easy, do you?
Yeah, look at all nodding.
You all think this is easy? All right, fine. You in the front row there. Yeah, no, you've changed your mind now. Now you've realised it's interactive. What's your name? Lucy, I knew it. All right, fine, Lucy. You think it's so easy? All right, you try, all right? I'm going to think of a number between 1 and 10, Lucy. If it's so easy, why don't you tell me what number am I thinking of?
8.
8? Well, that time it was 8. You didn't read on it's 1 in 10, right? Anyone can get a 1 in 10. I can get a 1 in 10.
No, you couldn't.
Of course I could. All right, think of a number between 1 and 10.
All right.
3.
No.
Try something else. Try something else. Right, you there in the pig. What's your name?
John.
John, where were you?
It's a great audience.
You are the most insane group of people. Right, the board, please. Go on the board. Right, okay, now, right, okay. I'm going to think of a colour this time. I'm going to think of a colour. I'm going to write it down. Okay, now why don't you tell me? If it's so easy to read minds. All right? You tell me if it's so easy to read minds. Stop it, all right? Come on. You tell me if it's so easy to read thoughts. What colour, John, am I thinking of? Mustard. 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 It is mustard. This is not my only skill. Take it seriously, right? You know what? I've risen above it. It doesn't even bother me. Last week, I was offered a contract by Bob Kojak. What, none of you have heard of Bob Kojak? Bob Kojak is the head talent booker for Capital Cruises. Yes, correct. They've got 28 ships. 27 now, actually. God rest their souls. This time next month, I'll be in the Irish Sea. And I'll have consent to be there. Because Bob Kojak believes in my act. He's invested in it. He paid for the venue, bought me a new jacket, sent me a set of scented bath candles that I'm almost certain are just a professional gift. And he texted me and told me he's got a gig for me on one of the cruise ships and told me to call him back, which I will do. As soon as I got my phone out of the safe. And I won't need any of you anymore. Although if any of you would like to come and see any of my other shows, please do. I'm doing 4 different shows at the Fringe this year in order to cover at least some of my accommodation costs. This is my Mangler, member of the Tragic Circle. That should say Magic Circle, obviously. That's a typo that's appeared on all my posters and flyers this year after using a printing company owned by my ex-wife's sister, Jane Stevens. You can also see me in My Mangler Mentalist at Large. Jane did all the posters. I'm also doing Mind Mangler and Evening Wonder. And of course, Mind Mangler, Grand Illusion. In this theatre tonight, I have demonstrated my ability to manipulate reality, but I will now take those powers outside the theatre. This is a live feed of Niagara Falls. Freeze! Unreal. What is real? After all, reality is nothing more than our perception. Is the glass half full, or is it half empty? Am I just a sad, divorced man? What? No, I'm not. Shut down. Or am I a single man who just happens to cry a lot? Did my wife take the house, or did she unburden me of my material possessions? And my dog. Do I still love Amy, or you know, or have I moved on? I have. The point is, there are different ways of looking at things, and your perception can be very different from reality. We now need one member of our audience. We now need one member of our audience to come up on stage and be healed. Who'd like to come up and be healed? Would you mind coming up and being healed? Thank you very much. Give them a big round of applause. Here we are. Marvelous. Hello. Thank you for joining us. Well, what's your name?
Michael Cartledge.
Michael. Say it.
Michael Cartledge.
Michael Cartledge. Very good full name. Excellent. Wonderful. Wonderful, Michael. Now, I'm sensing, yes, and now, I'm getting it, yes, yes. Are you in need, Michael, of medical healing? Yes. Impossible knowledge. Don't worry, we will heal you. And now I'm getting a diagnosis coming through. Yes, I'm sensing that in the past, you have in fact been diagnosed with poor eyesight. Is that correct?
Yes.
Impossible knowledge! We will cure your eyesight. But first of all, we need to test it. We're going to do that with these word cards. So first of all, Michael, with your glasses on, are you able to read that word?
Maintenance.
Maintenance, fantastic, excellent, absolutely correct. And can you now please take your glasses off? And without your glasses, are you able to read that word?
No.
No, he can't read anything without his glasses. Don't worry, we will restore your vision, but first, Michael, sleep. Very good. Are you asleep, Michael?
Yes.
Don't say yes. Are you asleep, Michael? Good. Now, you're falling deeper and deeper into a slumber. The moon shines down. The night owl hoots. That's a duck. It was just a duck at night. There's ducks at night. Now, Michael, quite a tense sleeper. You're now completely under my spell, and I'm inside your brain, fiddling with your ocular senses, improving your eyesight. And when you wake up, you will have the gift of extraordinary sight. Wait up for me, Michael, and please, without your glasses, can you read this word? Right, that's not right. Okay, let's try a simpler word. Simpler word. Can you read that word?
A detector.
A detect. No, just sound the word out for me, Michael.
A detector.
Okay, you've got your glasses on, remember? Just try and read that word.
Escroprizy.
Okay. Michael, you're broken. Go and have a seat. I will just get a number of our team will come around with a liability waiver at the end. Just sign it. Don't read it. You won't be able to read it, but just sign it. We've now reached a serious point in tonight's proceedings. People are skeptical about the powers of hypnotherapy. And that's why I've invited a guest from the professional medical community. I recently spent the majority of my life savings on an antique glass vanishing cabinet used by Victorian magician Robert Milan. Unfortunately, that cabinet is unavailable this evening due to technical reasons. That reminds me, if you exit through the main doors, please do be careful. There is a lot of broken glass out there. Unfortunately, it's provided me with an alternative. This is the glass vanishing cabinet. Just probably landed 200 years ago. I shall now enter the glass vanishing cabinet. Once locked inside, Robert Milan would turn around to demonstrate all four sides of the cabinet to be solid. Robert Milan would then vanish in a puff of smoke. No! That's the sleeping rat! the Mind Mangler. I hope you enjoyed the interval. I've been told by many it is a highlight of the show. Speaking of the teleprompter again, what did we just talk about in the interval, Gene? Now, there are 52 playing cards in my... Gene! There are 52 playing cards in the standard deck. We're going to choose just one through a series of decisions. So let's talk to someone down here. I guess you there in the black top, would you like a high card or a low card? A high card! I knew it! A high card! Let's go to you now with the glasses. Which high card would you like? 10, Jack, Queen or King? Queen. The Queen, very good. Now, is there any way I could have known that you would have chosen the Queen? No, exactly. hypnotherapy. And that's why I've invited a guest from the professional medical community to join me on stage tonight to shed some light on the mysteries of the human brain. Please welcome head of neurology from the Edinburgh City Hospital, Dr. Shaw.
Good evening. As you can see, the brain is made up of several parts. The brainstem, top bit, green bit, the back of your mind. Like, what's that song called? Love, it's in the back of my mind. That's where the song is. Anger. And this all proves that hypnosis is real. Does anybody have any questions?
I don't think we need to do any questions.
All right, I'll go get ready for the next one.
You've ruined it again! Anyone else in the world would be better at this than you.
All right, mate. I'm trying to do you a favour.
A favour? You've given away every single trick.
No, I haven't. I didn't tell them how you did the Niagara Falls thing.
We're going to have a serious conversation at the end of the show.
No, we're not. I'm fed up of always being there for you when you're doing your stuff, and you're never there for me when I do mine.
Like what?
Like when I own 4 gyms. No more, no less.
That's the thing, you don't have your own stuff, alright? That's why you locked my phone in the safe. Because you know, if I take that cruise ship gig, you will have nothing.
You think that's why I did it?
Yes, because you're a hanger-on.
That's it, I'm done.
What are you doing?
What does it look like, Keith? Yeah, his real name's Keith.
Shut up.
It's always someone else's fault, isn't it? If anyone could do this better than me, then ask someone else. I've got a prediction for you, mate. Sha-na-na-na-na. You're finishing this show alone.
Well, not a problem. Now, if you're all really magic, this should be Bob Kojak's phone number.
Hello, Bob Kojak.
You're Bob Kojak!
That is not my secret.
Why have you done this?
I didn't want you to quit, mate. You seemed so down a couple of weeks ago that I suppose I made Bob up to give you a bit of hope.
So wait. So you were the one who paid for the venue,
Yeah.
and you sent me the jacket
Yeah.
and the scented bath candles.
They were for me.
But how did you afford all this?
I've kept the receipts to claim it back.
Who from?
You.
It's not a kind gesture, then, is it?
Oh, look, mate, I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry too about what I said.
Forget about it. Here's the receipts. Oh, look, the code to the safe.
The code. What is it?
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, it's open. Yeah, okay. Good. Got my wallet, watch, phone, and yes, the key to the box.
Oh, mate, you can do your big finale.
Bring it in. Now, you were watching the box the whole way through the show, right? It's been locked all this time. It's been locked. Now, turn it round. We're going to open this box now for the first time in the show. No one's come near it. I've got the key here. I'm going to undo the padlock. Inside is a premonition. Something I wrote down in my sleep last night. And if I am as magic as all of you are, this prediction will mean something. Well, that's a K in the middle there.
And your name is Keith.
Yep. And then we also got John. There was a John. Yeah, we did have a John. We had a John today, and John thought of the colour mustard. Yes, John did think of the colour mustard. And also, we will meet
a night of tragic illusion. If you've enjoyed the show, please do tell all your friends and family. We are here until the 28th of April. And then after that, we head out on a huge UK tour. You can check our website for the dates, so look out for that. If there's not enough mischief in your life, you're looking for a little bit more of it, you'll be pleased to hear we have other shows currently. Peter Pan Goes Wrong is currently on a UK tour. It's in Birmingham at the moment, then it's off to Manchester. And then finally, our flagship show, The Play That Goes Wrong, is about to celebrate 10 years in the West. You have all been absolutely fantastic. We've been Mischief. Have a fantastic night, everyone. Goodbye.